Hey everybody, Dead YouTuber here. Just want to post my yearly update video on what's been going on lately. So, besides brooding over my daily losses in the most recent cryptocurrency market crash, and consoling my withered soul with parasocial relationships found in the VTuber pit that is Hololive,
Your heart is mine. Oh? 待って、あれ?
I wanted to clear a few things up with you guys regarding the near future of my YouTube channel. First off, no, I won't stop making videos as a whole. I still love MS Paint, and I still enjoy making content. Albeit, more recently it's just been shitposts on Twitter, but hey, cut me some slack. Anyways, with that being said, I know what most of you are here to find out. When are you gonna make CSGO video now in your life? You can only CSGO. Alright, slow down. So, unfortunately, even after a long hiatus, I'm still pretty much burned out on CSGO. So, I probably won't be making any CSGO content in the near future. Unsubscribed! In fact, the only FPS game I've been playing semi-consistently is Valorant, and while I did consider making content for it at a time, I just seem to be getting progressively worse with each preceding ranked season. That, and I'm sure nobody wants to take advice from some washed-up CSGO player. Anyways, getting back to the question at hand, why no more CSGO content? Well, in summary, near the end of my CSGO video making career, and I use that term loosely, I was just getting more and more frustrated with the game as a whole. Not only was I generally getting worse at the game as my reflexes and aim began steadily deteriorating, but at the time it seemed like my long-standing criticisms for the game were just not being fixed or even properly addressed by the CSGO dev team. But hey, maybe things have changed. Oh. On top of that, at the time I was really struggling in matchmaking, trying to solo queue back to Supreme just to prove to my ego that I still had it, which, looking back at now, I definitely did not. And I can honestly say now that grind was one of the most mentally anguishing and frustrating things I've ever wasted my time with online. Needless to say, during that time, CSGO was not a game I played for fun. But to be honest, what really became the straw that broke old Nomi's back was when a popular YouTube creator that I enjoyed and respected released a video in what I had assumed at the time was a response to one of my own, which I at the time interpreted as, none of your criticisms are valid, you're just a complainer, if you don't like the game, then stop playing. Of course, looking back at it now, I'm sure it probably had nothing to do with me, and I was more or less projecting my own insecurities and being a schizo as per usual. After that, I just stopped playing CSGO. And honestly, it was kind of a relief not having to stress about it. Now, you have to understand that I started making videos on this channel because I enjoyed making the content, not because I wanted that juicy $10 generated from YouTube's ad rev. So, as time went on and I started to sour on making CSGO content, I think it really negatively affected my mentality and subsequently my latter CSGO videos. Of course, I don't speak for other content creators, but personally, being pigeonholed into a specific category that you no longer enjoy is not really the most motivating incentive, especially for smaller content creators like myself. Now, I understand the counter-argument that some of you may already be typing. Well, I work a job that I don't like, so stop complaining and just make my content. I mean, I suppose you're not wrong, since it's technically possible to churn out lazy and soulless CSGO content to specifically milk ad revenue, but again, that's not why I started the channel, and that's not what I want to do with it. Besides, I'd like to think that a part of my small success on this platform was due to the fact that I actually enjoyed making the content, and specifically created content that I enjoyed watching. Plus, unlike a 9-to-5 job, YouTube doesn't pay you an hourly wage, as your income is pretty much directly proportional to your video's success. And even then, there's plenty of ways for big corpos to siphon off most of those funds through copyright claims. Honestly, I think that anyone who works in any creative space will tell you that the second you start losing passion for a subject, the end product suffers immensely in both quality and substance. But I digress. That's basically just a long-winded way of me trying to articulate why I don't make videos that I no longer enjoy creating. Look, I've given it plenty of thought, and I've tried to get back into playing CSGO multiple times throughout my hiatus, but every time I hop on, I'm just reminded of why I stopped playing in the first place. It's just not fun anymore. With that being said, I know a good majority of you subscribe to this channel specifically for CSGO content. and as such, many of you will probably unsubscribe now that I've cleared up the air. While it certainly does make me feel bad to see a subscriber go down, I completely understand your decision. If a channel no longer makes the content people originally subscribed for, then they shouldn't complain about said people unsubscribing. Hopefully most of you have decided to stay regardless of the genre of my content, but to those of you who have decided to leave, well, it was nice having you. I hope you enjoyed your stay, and you're always welcome back. Don't worry, this is still going to be a gaming-oriented channel. And I actually have some pretty exciting news lined up for the future. For those of you who have kept up with this corpse of a channel, you probably already know what it is.
What the fuck? What?
All in all, I know this isn't the CSGO news many of you were hoping to hear. But think of it this way. Things could always be worse. I mean, I could have turned this gaming channel into a circle jerk political one.